Another guy in the 2020 draft class that I would like to see in a different spot is Obi Toppin. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Knicks games all that much, but the Knicks have openings in their rotation right now. They have openings for him to play minutes. And for whatever reason, Tibbs is just hard pass on Obi Toppin 25 minutes a night, it feels like. And it's frustrating. I think that when he's out there, he's actually super aggressive. He drives transition play at a reasonable level. He attacks in a real functional way. He's an offensive player that really, really helps. He can actually shoot a little bit now, it feels like. Obviously, he's that incredible vertical threat. And when they play him in the corner a lot of the time, like Atlanta does with John Collins. And this could be a recurring theme that these guys might be a little bit harder to build around than what we're acknowledging. But I feel like there's more here. I feel like a team that was more willing to creatively use Obi Toppin could actually really make him a really, really interesting player.
A guy whose best skills are motor and movement, playing in one of the more static systems.
Yeah.
That's
such a good call. Yeah. It's such a good call. You look at his minutes over since he got back. 8 minutes or 8 games, he's playing 11 minutes a night. And again, there are real openings in their rotation. Yeah, it's hard. It's not hard to get him moving. It's not hard to run him in ball screens, run him in slip actions, run him in ghost screens, run him in
just let him run.
Let him run. Just go. Get out and go, Obi. I'd love to see him in an up-tempo scheme. I'd love to see him somewhere where he's just going to get real opportunities to just kind of rock. It feels like the Knicks drafted him without a plan on how to use him to his best potential.
It's not the first time, but yeah, I think that's right. But it's not hard to find, teams that would be really interesting fits for him. Again, another guy would be an interesting Warriors player. I think the Suns, there are teams especially that are playing kind of want to play a smaller, more mobile 4.
Yeah,
because he brings that vertical pop, good offensive rebounding. Shoots it well enough from the corners. You'd like him to be a better above the break shooter, but again, you put him in a situation where he can work the baseline, for those threes, for those cuts, for those offensive rebounds, and just play it. And again, just be moving all the time, make someone have to keep up with him. It's a probably more offensively talented, not as good a defensive player but a similar kind of spot to where someone like Jared Vanderbilt would thrive. Not the same skill set, but the same spots on the floor, I think would be useful for him.
Yeah, the team again, if the Pacers didn't want to pay for John Collins, put him next to Miles Turner and put him in that offense where there's so much ball movement, so much movement in general. I think he'd really thrive there. I think he would put up numbers in that offense. And oh, by the way, if the Pacers really liked him and really didn't value the 20 to 40 range in this upcoming draft class, kind of I don't really value the 20 to 40 range in this upcoming draft class, they have a couple of those picks. They could move what I believe they have the do they have the Bucks pick? This might be something you can answer. Why do I think they have the Bucks pick? No, Houston has the Bucks pick. They have the Celtics pick at number 30, or they have Cleveland's pick at number 24 right now. Shout out Tankathon for helping me out while I was looking at that. I don't know. One of those two picks for Obi Toppin's kind of interesting to me.
There might be, there's the possible interesting trade there anyway. Just the Pacers are the team where you say you can never have too many wings. The Pacers might have too many wings. There's Hield is the obvious one, but you figure that in terms of guards and wings, all right, Halliburton's the one. Nembhard and Mathurin look like guys they really want to go forward with. That still leaves you with Chris Duarte or Shea Brissett. I think Aaron Nesmith has shown a fair amount over the last month plus.
I agree.
And so that's just, none of those are star players, but they're useful players at a position everyone is always looking for more help.
Yeah, and like Chris Duarte, I wonder if there is just like a Chris Duarte for Obi Toppin swap there. Like Duarte is for, due to he's struggling to stay healthy, it feels like in his NBA career as much as anything. But a guy that is a willing defender, can handle the ball a little bit, a guy that was a knockdown shooter in college and just thus far in his NBA career, especially this year, he's only making 30% from three right now. Made 37% from three last year, though, averaged 13 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists per game. If they think that like maybe he's just like kind of falling behind some other guys in the rotation, I wonder if there's like a challenge trade there. Just Chris Duarte for Obi Toppin. And I wonder if like that's interesting.
It's not even really a challenge trade. It's just a rebalancing trade. It's
yeah, for both teams.
Yeah. It's like, all right, well, this guy is blocked on our team. That guy's blocked on your team.
Yeah, maybe the Knicks add like a second rounder because Duarte has the extra year of team control on his contract. I don't know. Like there's something there. I'm kind of interested in that one where that would actually help, I think, both guys a little bit in terms of change of scenery that could be useful.
Or maybe the Knicks take Jalen Smith or something like that because they probably need help with the injuries they have. They probably need some big help now. But now we're trade machining a little too far and going.
We're trade machining a little too far. But I think that something like that could really, really help. And I think that I'm at the point where I'm just kind of done with the Obi Toppin in New York experiment. It just seems like this coaching staff is not going to utilize him to his fullest potential.